Waiting. Let's see. Ooh, hair. Okay. It's Saturday. People probably have things on. It looks like it's giving, but hola. This is a YouTube live and not Patreon. So you want to know something, you guys? This wig is actually glueless. It looks melted. And I know. Let me take a picture because it does look melted. I'm going to send it to the girl. So this wig is from Fabia's hair collection. She's a black-owned, what do they call it? Like black-owned business, right? She's in Dallas, and like this is like my favorite hair. Companies like, can they send me some hair? I don't want no hair. I don't want no hair from y'all. If y'all can't send me this, I don't want no hair. So okay. No, she doesn't have a storefront. If you go to my most recent picture on Instagram, I tagged her. Like it's sponsored by her or whatever, or I don't know how to say it. Partnered with her. Sorry, I gotta do better, y'all. Gotta do better with the lingo. I still ain't got it. After all these years, I still don't know the influencer lingo. Can you guys hear me? Wait, this is gonna be a quick live, and then the girls who missed it. Okay, so I just did a post on Patreon, and I can't really tell you guys all the deets of it, but definitely if you're not on Patreon, go check out that post because especially if you're cyber sugaring, go check out the most recent podcast I just did. I literally just did a podcast, Cyber Sugar Baby podcast, and it's all the tea in there, and it actually includes somebody else, but like again, I don't want to get into all the details or whatever, but yeah, I spill some more tea about that. You guys know I love a good cyber relationship. Okay, so I want to talk about something, you guys. First off, I remember you guys were telling me to talk about Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey. So look, I'm sitting here editing a video, right? Because I was gonna post a video today, right? I was like, okay, I'm gonna post a video today. But something happened that made me like, I gotta go live. So listen, thank you. All right. So I see this post, right? Y'all know the actor, singer Tyrese? Well, he was dating a younger girl. I think he's like, correct me if I'm wrong. I did not do research. We just doing a chit chat, right? So Tyrese, singer, actor thingy. Okay. So he was dating a young lady who was, I think, in her early 20s, and he has to be at least 40. Correct me if I'm wrong. Can somebody Google this? Can somebody Google this for me? Can somebody Google this for me? The hair is tagged, babe. The hair is tagged. It's Fabia's collection right at the top. It's tagged. I promise you. Fabia's collection. I think that's how you say it. Like it's literally if you go to my most recent post, Codenamechanel, and it says, okay, so it's 40s. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So here he go. And she's 25. Thank you. Thank you again. So when people, first off, I never even talked on Lori Harvey because I feel like people, and I'm gonna try to keep it politically correct, but I feel like people keep using Lori Harvey as this example of this feminine energy that everybody needs to try to be quiet and zip it up and not use your hand, not have long nails, and just be Lori. You know what I'm saying? But What works for her works for her. I love Lori actually, so that's that. But I will say this: I never really talk on her. You know what I'm saying? I think I've done a video a long time ago when I mentioned her and Ari and the other girlies. But I find it interesting that these men who want to get married, right? They always want to marry these young ass girls, right? These young ass women, like y'all. First off, allegedly, but in my humble opinion, Lori and Michael B. Jordan's relationship was a publicity stunt. You can't tell me otherwise. You try to tell me otherwise, just leave, because it was. But let's just say that it was real, hypothetically. I find it interesting that like people are like, oh, she wasn't ready to settle down. When is she going to be ready to settle down? I told y'all. I told y'all in my last video with the red flags, and I was right, and I'm always fucking right. When I said that a guy who says he's never married and never had kids in his bio, it's a red flag. And y'all motherfuckers in the comments arguing with me. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. These old ass motherfuckers, 40 is really not old, y'all. But I'm still gonna say old ass motherfuckers. These old ass motherfuckers, they get on these dating sites and they get in and they want to steal youth. They are youth stealers, literally youth stealers. And they will get on these dating sites and they'll get in the dating world, right? And they'll be in their fucking 40s and they'll be in their 50s and they'll be so fucking quick to say never married, never had kids, because you weren't shit, because you was playing the bitches in the 90s. You were playing the bitches in the early 2000s. You were breaking their fucking hearts. You were breaking their hearts. So that's why now I'm going to charge y'all old asses a fee. It's no way around it. It's no way around it. Like, Michael B. Jordan, you, out of every woman that you dated, you decided this young tenderoni, and he's not old though, but he's older than her. Why don't you date somebody your motherfucking age? And I actually seen a TikTok where this girl, I love her. She's on TikTok. I forget her name. You guys might know who I'm talking about. But she was like, why don't you just date somebody your age, right? There's a lace lifted. So same thing with Tyrese. Like, I have to say, like, motherfuckers want to fall for this. Oh, we're tricking these old guys and these old men are being tricked. No, they're the tricksters. They're old ass. And I said this before. We cannot trick nobody who's been around since fucking Pearl Harbor. We cannot trick anybody who literally seen the penny be created. You know what I'm saying? Literally seen a penny be, like, how do I trick you? How do I trick you when you were around before cable was even a thing? You were around when like TVs were first invented. So how like, stop, like that's what I'm saying. It's a scam, you guys, because they're the ones really out here fucking scamming. I don't ever be like, oh my God, I date older men because they're just more mature and they're more like, I don't say that, y'all. I date them because I know that I'm going to be able to break their fucking pockets. And it's going to be because they want something that they fucked up in the 90s. They fucked up in the 90s. And now they trying to come over here 2022, do their thug thizzle. And that's why you guys should always charge a fee. And I say this too because I have to get into the old motherfuckers that don't want to use Cash App. That don't want to use Cash App. Like, I know this is kind of off topic, but you're in this game, right? And you know you're dating this younger woman who's using Cash App. But then you don't, oh, I don't use Cash App. I don't use, I need to get to, okay. But I understand that like motherfuckers used to tie the newspaper with the pigeon when you was around in your time, but now we use Cash App. So you're not gonna come in this game because this is a young game, this is a millennium game, Gen Z game, and think that you about to tell me what the fuck and how the fuck you gonna send me some money. Like, that's what I really like. You're not about to do that. You're actually about to participate in my game, and that's why I don't feel sorry for them because y'all, I'm telling you, in the 90s, the early 2000s, I give them 2007, 2008, any time in their college time, in their college years, they were disrespecting women. They were selling false dreams. And now that the roles have reversed, it's like, oh, you're a bad person. We're bad people. And I find it also funny, you guys, because with the whole Tyrese thing and his girl, I have to read to you guys what she said. So right now we're back on the Tyrese topic real quick, y'all. They were players. They were. And okay, so let me go to the screenshot, y'all. I actually wish that I was on Yardstream so I could just pull it up on the computer. But you guys, it's posted. He posted it on his page. Go there, y'all. Tyrese on Instagram, because he was like, "Stop trying to convince me that your daughter's not a snake." So I'm pretty sure he's talking to her parents, who are probably the fucking same age as him. And he's like, "I just want to be released from this strong, devilish allure, the sexual seduction of a masterful manipulator." This 25-year-old is a masterful manipulator. I call her a queen. You call her a master manipulator. I don't know what we call them these days. Um, and some other stuff or whatever, but he actually also added in that she got a blue check off of him. And this is what I'm saying, ladies. If you're dating if you're dating for fun, don't do that. Don't do that. But sorry, you guys. I got allergies. I do not have COVID. I do not want to hear, "Oh my God, you have COVID." I have allergies. Trust me. All right. So, if you're dating for fun, I don't know why you would do that. But if you're dating old men for fun and not charging a fee, you are getting fucking finesse. I'm telling y'all that right now, because at the end of the fucking day, at the beginning of the day, we're not even gonna talk about the end of the day. The end of the day is too fucking long. The beginning of the day, these motherfuckers are already knowing what they want from you. They already know what they're about to get from you. And that's another thing too, guys. Have you guys heard when motherfuckers be like, when they say, "Oh, you're too old to be a sugar baby"? Keep in mind, I came on YouTube talking that sugar shit maybe like how many years ago? 3 years? I don't know. I was 26, 27, 26, 27, 26, 26, right? Okay, talking that sugar shit. And I would have comments of people saying, "Chanel, you're too old. You're too old," right? And I'm like, this is what y'all fucking pedophiles want. I know I can't say that on here, but they want somebody to be young and fucking naive. Like, just say that you want to finesse and manipulate a 19-year-old. Because where the hell is 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 too fucking old? Where is that too old? And it's really interesting to me because I be seeing how it plays. Like, if you're messaging, keep in mind, you guys, I'm doing this all day, every day. I have a Patreon. If you're not on my Patreon, join it. But I have messages being sent to me all fucking day from different women. And I'm like, if y'all don't put on some big ass finesse glasses and give you 20/20 vision so you could see the bullshit. Because ain't no way you accidentally matched with somebody. Y'all went out and seeked Tyrese, Michael B. Jordan. They go out and seek younger women. This is not a fucking coincidence. I'm confused. Are we all here? Are we all seeing eye to eye? This is not a fucking coincidence that they are matching with young women and then trying to flip it like, "Oh my God, you want money? All she did was use me for money." Okay, so other than money, what do you have to offer? I'm just gonna ask, like, what do you have? What do they have to bring to the table other than money, right? Because they got to go outside. What was it? The Harlem Renaissance? They were out there fucking swinging and shit, weren't they? They were out there. No, I'm telling you, the New Jack Blue. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. They were outside. So now y'all trying to tell us, "Oh, don't go to the club. Don't listen to Little Baby. What's that song? Don't be fuck nigga free." Like, they don't want none of that shit. Like, we literally have to be old with them. It's honestly crazy. It's honestly a shame. And I honestly feel as if, I keep saying honestly, but you guys, I really feel as if like women are falling for this. And I'm like, if I was an old motherfucker, I would run the same game because it's working. It's literally working. Thanks. Thanks. Um, oh, that's a spammer. Hold on. Let me get them off of here. Talking about your boobs are bouncing. I thought it was one of y'all. I thought it was my man. The internet is a wild place, y'all. There we go. Okay. So, yeah. All right. So, check this out. I am, like I mentor girls, or girls are on Patreon, women are on there all the time. And I always get someone asking me, "Oh, am I too old to be a sugar baby?" And they'll be like 30s, late 20s or whatever, like my age, and 30s or whatever. And right now we're all in, well, not all of, but some of us are transitioning out of the sugar lifestyle. And you know, the game is in me, not on me. So I don't know what y'all want me to do. But I do find it very fucking interesting when women ask that question, as if there's not older men. Like you're 30, okay, there's 70-year-olds, right? There's 80-year-olds, right? Like, but you never see a man asking if he's too old to be in the game, like the dating game, because he has a pool of women that he can date, but they're not gonna put up with his bullshit at all. They're not, like, women who are 50 and they see somebody 50 running some bullshit, they're not going to put up with it. So they try to go to the younger women to see. And now I'm so happy that it's an awakening for my young sisters. And you're not falling for it, because another thing too, like in the 1940s and the 1950s when they were born and stuff like that, like they know damn well that you cannot invite a woman to your house, right? Or you cannot go over to a woman's house, because that was like, that wasn't the social norm. You had to court a woman. You didn't even want to be in um private quarters with a woman, right? Like you're literally from the 1930s and the 20s, so you know this, sir. So why now are you sitting here trying to invite a young woman that you don't know, that you don't want to spend money on, to your house? And I also want to talk about the low balling. And this is why it's so important to get what you can get. And people say this thing and they call it, I'm just saying. Mm. And people say all this thing about the, like, moral compass, right? And I get it. Like morally, you want to be, you want to be able to sleep at night, right? You know the saying, oh, what's the saying? The takers eat better, but the givers sleep better. Is that the saying? I don't know, something like that. So when you know that you find peace within knowing that you're doing the right thing, or whatever y'all want to call it. I don't know. But I just want you ladies to know that these men don't have a sympathetic bone in their body. I try to warn you ladies. I try to tell y'all they don't give a fuck. They are not like you, worried about, if I sleep with this young girl and promise her some money, I'm going to hell. They don't think like that. They don't think like that. Like, so why do you think if I date this older man, most likely, particularly, surely, for certain, for his money, I'm going to hell? Like, why are you thinking like that at all? Because they're not thinking like that, and that's why they're always going to win. And I think I said this in my last live on Patreon. Oh yes, men are selfish. I said, I said this on my last live. I said I learned how to be selfish from men. Like if I was taught anything, it was taught to put myself fucking first, because that is exactly what they're thinking about. Their selves. They're putting themselves first all the time. And you cannot tell me in the situation where Tyrese and the young lady that he was dating, that he really solely was with her because what was the reason? What did you see did need to be with this 25-year-old for? You guys have a lot in common. Okay, cool. You guys have mutual friends. Like, what was the reason other than her being young, attractive, fit, nice body, was twerking? I think I seen her do a little twerk on her Instagram. And then all of the other stuff is a bonus. But they're definitely going off of attraction first. How do I feel about sugar babies actually marrying their sugar daddies? I mean, sometimes when you marry a man, he starts to give less. And he can still, a sugar daddy can still be in the sugar game. You marrying him is not taking him out of the sugar game. And I'm not saying this is the situation with everybody, but I'm saying make sure that when you're marrying him, that is benefiting you, Make sure that you're on the life insurance policy. Make sure that you are on the will, and yeah, make sure that you're taken care of because they, I remember I will always say, like, you love a trick, but you might not want to marry a trick. And you want to marry somebody that see how their character are when you're their sugar baby. Are you their sugar baby while they're married and then you got married, or you know what I'm saying? Uh, just look at how they move. Just look at how they fucking move. I'll tell you that one. Um, but I mean, I'm not against it. You know that if that's the person's goal, then for sure. Okay, I'm gonna get to your question real quick, but I wasn't even reading the comments, you guys, because I was so upset. They were born before microwave. Bye. Please, I want y'all to stop. I want y'all to stop. One of my friends tried to tell me finesse and sugar is taking advantage of old men. Okay, so someone said one of my friends tried to tell me that finessing and sugaring is taking advantage of these old men. I'm confused on how, and I'm gonna keep saying this. How someone like you guys, I drop those friends, and these are probably the same friends that get played too. No shade to your friends though, but yeah, okay. I gotta block this person. Okay, there we go. Oh my god, you guys are going fast. He's going to hell for paying it. They know what time it is. Y'all better read whole tactics. Yes, y'all better do that. Um, fuck friends, get money. Y'all, please stop. Oh my god. Someone said they've been in this world. Please. Oh, y'all funny as hell. You know what's so funny is nobody is funnier than subscribers. Like YouTube, like if I'm watching somebody's live and I'll read the comments and I'm like, motherfuckers is real life funny. Like, are y'all funny in real life though? Right, right. And that's why I'm not always quick to tell somebody like, hey, get a sugar daddy, get somebody that's 20, 30 years older than you, because honestly, enjoy your youth. If you want to date younger guys, even though they be full of bullshit and they really be all over the place, I mean, the majority, if you want to do that and you do find someone who's generous and he's a provider and he's around your age, then go for it. You don't have to be dating these 50, 60-year-old men. You don't have to be dating somebody 20 years older than you. Now, me on the other hand, I'm finna turn up. Me on the other hand, don't listen to me because I'm finna turn up. All right. I'm not dating nobody that's 28, 29, 40 me, 45 me, 45 me. But that's because I know how to play the game. I'm just saying. That's just because I know how to do it. And it's so funny because y'all, old man be trying to seeking for a virtual sugar daddy. It can be, but stick to the vanilla sites for virtual sugar daddies. That's all I'm gonna say right there. Um, hey girl that just moved here. Hi, welcome to Texas. Yes, I'm 21. I'm not ready yet, and I'm still internalizing the game. Take them notes, baby. Stay woke and take them notes. Hey, girl. I love a good multitasker. Oh, thank you, Justin. Influential. Oh my god. Y'all, every time I do this with my teeth, I be like, yeah, I need to get these motherfuckers redone. I'm gonna get my veneers redone, you guys. So I mean, they cool, but I'm gonna get them redone. Let me see. Me private message you. What's up? Where we going? Girl, don't do that. Don't do that. Miss Donald. What Miss Donald? What's up? Why are you doing this? When you see me there, I haven't been there in forever. I don't want to talk about that. Not here. Not here. DM me. What? I have not been there. Like, I mean, I was there. Like, okay, so when I was there, I was there on business. I was there on business. So because I was y'all know I was there on business. So when I went, it was business. So that was all that was. That was a long time ago. It wasn't recently. So yeah, I mean, I was there on business. Anyway, next subject. What was the other girl saying? I had a man who act like he wanted to be my SD and tried to run game. Then thought he was slick and caught on. You got to be strong minded because these people really will try to get over on you. And yes, okay, so that's why. Oh, you seen pics at the bar? Yeah, I just was there taking pictures. Just there, taking pictures. That's it, girl. Sorry, my bad. Hey, girl. Okay, so another thing I want to say is like there's sugar daddies and then there's trick daddies. And the trick daddies are more so like the men who, okay, so have you guys ever went to the nail shop and like, hey, I need nail money, and he's like, oh, I'll meet you up there, or let's go get a petty together, right? That's a trick daddy. He has to literally be there to give you the money. Not all the time, but the majority of the time. Like instead of giving you the money, he'll buy you something like, oh my God, I need a new phone. Next thing you know, you're talking to him or whatever, and then you got a new phone, right? But he went to get the phone. A sugar daddy is giving you the cash. And he'll buy the items too. But trick daddies, for some reason, they don't trust you with cash because they feel like you're not going to do what you said you're going to do. And honestly, that's not their fucking business. And typically they are African American or black. Yeah. I'm 23. I got a degree and I feel like this is a real education. Please, y'all. Please. Please. I beg of you. Oh my God. I mean, I guess this is bringing mean people out. You guys don't have to curse at me. Hold on. I need to find that comment. It was hilarious. The one that. Okay, there we go. I'm about to pin it. How do I pin it? There we go. Yeah, you guys, this wasn't going to be an extremely long live, but like I had to get it out because I was sitting here like, why is everyone? Well, the comments were actually on her side. Wow, my ear looks big. The comments were actually on her side with the whole Tyrese situation, but we'll get back to that in a second, or maybe we won't. But I said this in my last video. When you don't know who you are and you become like, and this is just anything, it's not sugaring or whatever. You go on to like YouTube or you go on to TikTok, and like I know TikTok is very easy to build a following to. You go on to Instagram or you start dating, and for some reason you'll run across people who will try to tell you who you are, and you'll start to believe them because I mean you don't know who you are, so it makes sense. So you start, someone telling you like, no, you're really this, you really like this, or they start using actions, and you start seeing how they treat you, and you feel as if like, you know what, I don't really know how to treat myself, and this is how this person is treating me, so this is maybe what I deserve and how I should be treated. It also applies to sugar sites when someone is saying, girls are like, oh, I'm scared to ask for X amount of money. And we're always going to go back to oh well, he's not scared to ask for sex or whatever like that, right? Because but I want to like kind of break down why these men aren't afraid to ask for sex. And yes, it has a lot to do with when they ask, they get it, or they apply a little bit of pressure and then they get it. But really, it's all about knowing exactly who they are and exactly what the fuck they're doing. These men aren't confused on what they're doing on these sites. They aren't on these sites like, you know what? I'm gonna come on here, I'm gonna jump in the game, and I'm gonna learn it. Like, no, this is the same shit that he was pulling in 85. This is the same shit that he was pulling in 92. And this is the same shit that he's pulling in 2005. But instead, he's just taking it to the internet now. So again, when you don't know who you are and you go viral and you create a TikTok or you create a YouTube and you got people in the comments telling you, oh well, this is you're this and you're that. Like, nobody can tell me who the fuck I am. Nobody can tell me what I want in an arrangement. Nobody can tell because I already know. I've already wrote it down. I already took a picture. I already sent it to 10 of my motherfucking friends. I done told my sister on the phone. I'm not going on these apps surprise. I've never gone on these apps. Oh my God, I don't know what's going on. I always knew what the fuck was going on. And trust me, they know what the fuck is going on. And they know what's going on when they set their preference to 18 to 24 and they are 63. I'll give them 63. They're 63. So they know what they're doing. And honestly, especially when they put so much effort into trying to have you change your mind because they'll go at it all day. But oh, I don't know how to use. Then this is another lie. I don't know how to use Cash App. I don't really use. But you know how to text me on every single fuck. You know how to hit me up on WhatsApp. You know how to hit me up on Facebook. You know how to hit me up. You know how to FaceTime video on these dating apps. You know how to do everything else but send a fucking Cash App. And that's why you just have to charge a fee. That's why. I mean, if this is not clear, if the Tyrese situation, the Michael B. Jordan situation, it's not clear, like, what do y'all want to do? What do y'all want to get your youth, use your youth for good? Or if you using your youth for evil is literally dating for free. That's all that is. And then Roe versus Wade done got, overturned. And they really think, I don't even want to say this because we got to make sure that this video stays monetized, but you know what they think. Like, come on now. They know how to book escorts. Wow, a word from a queen. From a queen. Amen, Kim. And this one guy, because I was mentoring this girl, this was a long time ago. This one guy was like, oh, I don't really know what this is. My grandkids set this up for me. And the girl, she responded back to him and was like, oh, well, have them set up Cash App for you. It's that simple. If your grandkids set up your motherfucking Match.com and eHarmony, why wouldn't they set up the Cash App? I'm pretty sure they want the funds too, Grandpa. So, and women are waking up. We gotta give them more credit. Not everybody is falling for the bullshit. Like I said, with the Tyrese in the comments, people were, oh, thank you, girl. So in Tyrese in the comments, people were actually on the young lady's side, period, point blank. And a lot of women, like, you guys, it's so funny because a lot of women feel like they should maybe or young women feel like you guys are scared or walking on eggshells to be like, oh, I don't know, should I tell this man this, should I say this, all this or whatever. But it's a lot of confidence in saying what the fuck you want to say what you want to say, because they're not getting any younger. That's obvious. So Tyrese is just toxic. Thank you, girly. I appreciate that. Her Patreon is real education happening. Straight up changed me for the better. Invest in yourself and level up. Oh, appreciate it. I know it's so crazy because, like, I always tell people to go to my Patreon, and it starts off at $5. But what the best part about Patreon is I don't have to worry about somebody talking about, oh, I'm deleting this, or oh, this not monetized, and y'all know how YouTube do. And it was a point where, like, I was actually just saying whatever on YouTube. And then I really saw like they was giving me strikes. And I'm like, okay, shit, I don't want my YouTube to get banned. So Patreon is you could just speak a little bit more freely and stuff like that. And that's what that is. But YouTube I don't know what it is. Like, even on my last video, I'm like, what did I say? Like, what could I possibly have done to you, YouTube? Talk to me, walk with me. You can join at the beginning of the month and you'll be charged on the first. If you join today, you'll be charged on the first as well. So if you join today, you're charged today and you're charged on the first. So okay. So I have a lot of little trolls on here. You're so ghetto. Let's see. So weird. Like I that's another thing too. When me and Old Man were talking on my podcast on Patreon, we had said something that was he had said something that was super funny. He was like, because I had asked him, and you guys, I don't want to speak on this person because not all like respect for him, but I never talked about Kevin Samuels before. I never talked about Kevin Samuels before, so I didn't feel like talking about him now. But I did ask Old Man, and if you're new to my channel or you don't know my channel, Old Man is actually like my sponsor turned boyfriend turned boyfriend, whatever. But I gotta tell you guys about that too. Oh yeah, I'll share that with y'all in a second. So I asked him, I was like, yeah, like, do you know about like, Kevin Samuels or whatever? Like, do you know who that is? And this was when Kevin Samuels was actually, alive. And he was like, no, like, I don't know who that is or whatever, right? And like, I genuinely believe him because my man, my man is a leader. So he's not about to be listening to somebody's rhetoric running online and shit because he already has his mind made up. Like I said, he know who the fuck he is. Like I told y'all, know who y'all are. So he doesn't need nobody telling him like, oh well, this is what you need to do to be high value, or he's nevertheless. So he didn't know who he was like, nah, I don't really know who he is. Like, I just stay in my own lane or whatever. And again, I never completely watched Kevin Samuels full videos or nothing. I've only seen viral clips. And I feel like it was just detrimental to Black women, of course. So anyway, when we were talking or whatever, it just really showed me like I'm so thankful that I don't have a man who creates fake accounts and like comments on channels like mine. And I'm so happy that I don't have brothers who are in the shade room comments disrespecting Black women. Like, I'm very happy. I know this is off subject, but like my older brother, he is all for treating his woman right or whatever. And he's all for like just what I do and what I say because he's always known like I've been like this, and he is so supportive. And like even when Meg the Stallion had got shot, again off topic, my brother was like 100% on Meg's side, didn't listen to none of the shit that people were saying, like defending Tory Lanez and shit like that, like the real fucking deal. I'm talking about my older brother, not my little brother. We don't really talk about stuff like that, but I am just blessed to be surrounded by Black men who fucking get it, right? Who get it. It's not, I mean, I'm telling you, fucking unicorns. 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 I'm old enough to have auntie or big sister, so I've been around a while. I'm proud of young ladies who are not falling for the ish zaddy types running. Exactly. Exactly. But when you have a grown man that's looking up to another grown man on the internet, I just never got it. Yeah. It definitely hits different when they get it for sure. Okay. I'm so happy that you guys tuned into this live. I was nervous because it was at zero for like 30 minutes. I'm exaggerating, but it felt like it. I hate that you said they're all dusty. I mean, honestly, okay. So quick little story time because I'm actually let me know if you guys want the story time on how I got custody of my brother because I was going to film it today, but I'm actually editing right now, you guys. I'm editing a video on how to make money, side hustles to do without, sugaring or whatever. This is 100% side hustles where you can make money and it's not involved with sugaring. Well, a little bit of it, still a little bit of finesse. But yeah, let me know because I'm editing that video. That video will be posted in the next few days or whatever. I just wanted to like do this live, and then also I wanted to talk about so old man's birthday literally just recently passed, and we went out to dinner, and I've been having a hard time, you guys, and honestly, this year has been like very fucking ghetto. I'll tell you that one, and that's life. And there's a quote by Lauren London that I just keep in my mind when like shit like this keeps happening. Who tried to charge my car for $300? Oh, my bad. But I'm gonna get to that comment. But what was I saying? I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, so his birthday just passed, and we went to dinner, and I was having a really bad time. Oh my god, I hope I don't start crying. But I was having a hard time, and he was like, we were eating, and he was like, I have to go to my car or whatever. Or no, he said he had to go to the bathroom, and I had seen, where he was going, and he was looked like he was going to the car. Anyway, he came back and he just had a whole bunch of like gifts in his hand, like it was fucking Christmas, like Saks Fifth Avenue, Neiman Marcus, Nordstrom's, Saint Laurent, Givenchy, like all this shit in his hand on his birthday, y'all. This literally just happened, and I'm just like, bruh, like, I mean, he's definitely lucky to have me, but I'm just not taking for granted, like for me. This is right for me. Someone who knows, like, if I'm down, my love language is receiving motherfucking gifts. And he said that he was giving me his birthday because, what did he say? I'm his gift. So he was like, he want to make sure that his gift is happy. So, and I actually recorded it. I kind of recorded it. I didn't get like everything, but I'm gonna make like a TikTok with it or whatever. But yeah, he's just, yeah, bro, he's just like the best. And you don't want to speak too much on the motherfucker because he could be a lying, cheating ass motherfucker. But let's just hope for the best. you know, go to Patreon. Go to Patreon if you want to know what's really fucking going on. but and shout out to. I've learned so much from you. I'm older than you and literally need to join Patreon and save up for one-on-ones. Thank you so much. Honestly, you guys, I mean, y'all can just comment. I appreciate the money being sent. I don't even know how to receive the money. Like, thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate it. And I do not, when I say I love my channel and I do not take this shit for granted. And I love that I'm able to talk about something that I love doing, and that's getting money out of men and not giving them shit in return. But and that you ladies are learning from me, it'll never get old. I don't care. Somebody's like, how long are you gonna do this forever? Forever if I have to. If this wig is gonna be gray and I'm gonna be 80 years old and I'm still gonna tell people to charge a fucking fee, I'll be 80 doing it. Then whoever's gonna listen to it. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. And it was like, yeah, it was just like thank you so much. I have to screenshot this. I'm gonna have to come back for all of this. Okay, Toronto. Oh my God. But yeah, that was just something I wanted to share with you guys. And you know what? That's another thing too. Like, I don't feel like the relationship that I'm in is perfect. Like, I have my ups and downs or whatever, but it was gonna be a long time before I feel like I was gonna be in a relationship. Gonna be. Yeah. And now that I'm in one or whatever, it's fun. I still get to like do what I want to do. So best of both worlds, you know? Yeah, I deserve something. I deserve something. I don't like using the L word. I don't know. Not yet. Not yet. Go to Patreon. Tyler Wade, go to Patreon. Go to Patreon. That's to go to Patreon. No, y'all made my motherfucking day. Wait, you said you could tell more happened, but you'll let me tell it, y'all. When it's time for me to tell you guys everything, be ready for an hour-long story time. Because anyway, oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's this Lauren London quote that I really love. And and it says, yeah, because the next thing I need is a motherfucker like, that's my husband. No, I'm just playing. He's not married, y'all. I already looked. Been verified. If you want to see if you want to look up somebody and see if they're married, been verified. You can do a background check on them. But yeah, he's not. But like, last thing I need is like somebody with a love child coming like, you guys got to raise this baby. Y'all seen what's love got to do with it? And like the woman had dropped off the baby. I don't want that for me. Let's just hope for the best. I'm just like, I'm horrible. And I know he watched my shit and be like, look, you're the problem. You're the drama. That's the thing. He probably look at my shit and be like, no, you're the drama. Like, you're the one. Been Verified is a app where you can do background checks on men. This is all on Patreon, just FYI. Love your story times. So happy that you're getting on with your life. I've been with you since the OG setup. So how these men be finessing? I came late, girl. They be old and the game needs to be sold. Look at the girl. They be old and they be trying to get some money out of y'all. That's really what it is. They be trying to use y'all youth to fuck up. You gotta rewatch the live. They've always been narcissists. They've always been narcissists. That's the problem. Oh, sorry. I wanted to say this quote before I go. I forget the beginning of it, but Lauren London was basically saying, like, in this post, she was like, she'd rather roll with the river than fight with the rocks. And every time some shit happens, I'm like really noticing that, like, I need to stop like trying to fight stuff and just like be all like upset about it and let it get me out of character and really just roll with the fucking punches and roll with the river. So that is what I am currently doing. And anybody that knows me and knows the shit that I'm going through, they'd be like, wow, a queen. Honestly, truly. I will read this. I'm late, but the title is on point. Bet these older motherfuckers ask them for STD. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wait a minute. This live might not be over. Because I mean, I'm not gonna say, sis, where'd you go? You can't run away with that. And thank you guys for the tips and stuff. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get them, but yeah, this is wonderful. I feel like such a queen. Diseases, yes. Can we talk for a minute? What's the song? Because these motherfuckers, oh my god, I'm telling y'all. Yes, please send me a message on Patreon. Before I leave, y'all, I have to say this, and this is so true, that if it's too good to be true, I'm telling you, when you're dating someone and you thinking like, oh my God, he's 45, he's such a catch. Why didn't nobody else end up with him? Oh, he's never been married. He doesn't have kids. Do a background check. And check that motherfucking background. Check that motherfucking background, because I'm telling you, it ain't that many good motherfuckers in the world. This is coming from somebody with acute narcissism. Y'all, you think, but you have no fucking idea. Okay, so 99% of the time. And do. And do. They're always, I'm telling you, and it's so funny because people always think like, oh, Chanel, these sugar daddies are married. Like, I would never, ever talk to a married man. Never. And it's because of the situation that I've been in before, but it's not really nothing to do with like, but I just don't get the reason. If you're not gonna if you're not going to like G-wagon my life, if you're not going to like, what are you here for other than disrespecting your fucking wife? It just it's not worth it, you guys. It's not. With these married men, they lie all the time. Oh, I don't get what I want at home. I don't do if what I want at home. Like, this man DM me and was like, oh, because I had made a post and I was like, this is a while ago. I was like, I want to go to Turks for my birthday. And he was like, I want to take you to Turks. But like, why your wife that's on your page that you married November of 2017, the day before Thanksgiving, why aren't you offering to take her to Turks? Her to Turks. I'm telling you. So that, and it's so funny because you guys, I'm so fair because a lot of people will be like, oh, get married or whatever. I see the benefits in getting married, and I also see the bullshit. And that's why you gotta vet these men. And you can bet them all day, and they still turn out to not to be shit. But I'm telling you, it's so funny because I see both sides. I see why some women don't want to get married. I see why women want to get married. At the end of the day, I feel like the good outweighs the bad. The good outweighs the bad. But these married men are so fucking single, and you think that you get in $1,000, $2,000 from this married man. It's not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. It's just not. And that's it. Yep. Kamora Lee Simmons, that is a good example. Cause that motherfucker, wow. I was just about to say sometimes I don't want to get married and stay the spoiled girlfriend for the rest of my life. Just put me in his will because the married men, I have some stories. Yes. Man, I mean, I could go on and on about them, but I mean, yeah. Her most recent ex was a con artist. Like, he was doing some type of tax fraud. He was doing something, and he owed a lot of money. Thank you. But you guys, I am about to get off. Thank you guys so much for being a part. Let me go ahead and I really am about to go because do a video on masculine and feminine energy. So here's the thing about that. I don't think I like allude feminine energy. I don't know if I allude masculine energy. I know I have finesse energy, and I feel like, I don't know. I mean, I don't even be. I don't know. I really don't be having. What do I say? I really don't be having nothing to say about that. That's why I've never talked about Kevin. So I really don't be having nothing to say about it. Actually, I don't know. Okay. So someone just asked Dallas for. Okay. So someone said any tips for women selling content who sell content. Get elaborate on that. And then someone said, wait, Naomi. I didn't even see what Naomi put. She's an OG. God. It's moving so fast, you guys. Someone just asked something out. Oh, spots in Dallas. Okay. So I mean, I can create a list or whatever. I did post a list in one of the comments before, but I forgot. One of my favorite restaurants, you guys, and every time I send somebody there, they have a good fucking time. It's Dragonfly and Hotel Zaza. It's right there in Uptown. And then you also have Moxie's that's right there. And very close. Then you also have Morton Steakhouse that's right there, right? And then you also have Capitol Grill that's a little more up. And then you also have Ocean Prime, which is also one of my favorite spots. And then you also have that what's the name? The bar, the little mixed bar or whatever. It honestly is barely any black people in there, y'all. But it's I mean, I've had a good time in there. It's called Tipsy something. It's a very mixed crowd. Um, and I don't know like what everybody vibe is. I know like some people, like to hear hip hop music or whatever, but they have like a mixture of music. It's right there by Ocean Prime. But all if once you get by Ocean Prime, once you get by Hotel Zaza, you can literally walk to these places. Like it's all right there. So yeah, so all right, you guys. I am out. So bye. I'm out, you guys. Thank you guys for watching this live. Let me do a thumbnail. Oh, Plano. Plano. Gots to do the Plano. Gots to do the Plano. Gots to do Plano. I mean, I love Plano.